You ever get halfway through a call and you just can't get the attention of your prospect? You started wrong, you have good intentions, but somewhere between their why and the pitch, your words just get tangled and you're chasing a conversation instead of actually leading it. If that's you, you're not broken, you're undertrained in one of the most underrated skills in life insurance telesales, which is clear and confident communication. If you guys are new here, I'm Ryan Valet, your Fexpert or final expense expert. And for years now, I've been grinding in telesales in just about every niche. And we've now built a free lead agency where you can build your business from home with real live training and leads that will actually close. If you're serious about leveling up and you want to see what that takes, click the link in the description and we'll see if it's a fit. Just a legit opportunity if you're willing to actually work. Now, out of all the thousands of videos I've watched, I wish somebody would have drilled this into me early. Because I used to think my problem was the leads or the script, the carrier, the time of day, the economy, all of that. And sometimes those things do matter, sure. But a lot of my deals had one root cause. I just sounded unsure. Not because I didn't care, because my habits were sloppy and prospects don't buy good intentions. They buy clarity, they buy certainty, they buy the version of you that they can hear. You see, if you can't communicate cleanly, you can't close cleanly. You'll overtalk, you'll overexplain, you'll try to fill the silence, you'll negotiate against yourself, and you'll turn a simple call into a 25-minute TED talk that ends with, I need to think about it. So I'm going to walk you through 9 habits that fix this for me and the agents we coach. I'll try to make it easy and break it into 3 buckets: delivery habits, vocal habits, and cognitive habits. None of this is personality, it's reps. And when you train these, your calls get clearer and closes get easier. I honestly wish I respected this sooner because research shows on negotiations that breakthrough moments were likely to occur after silent pauses than at other points in the conversation. Silence isn't awkward. Silence is where people actually decide. Most reps lose deals because they talk too much, they talk too fast, or they talk too long. The habit shift isn't be more clever, it's be more clear. Habit number 1 is to pause more. If I could go back, this is one thing I'd drill for a week straight. If you want to instantly sound more confident on the phone, start by pausing more. And your prospect doesn't want to listen to one either. So pause, let your message breathe. They think if they fill the silence, the prospect won't interrupt or object. But in reality, all they're doing is blurring their own message. Pausing isn't weakness, it's control. It creates space for words to land. Think about it like white space in a contract. The prospect needs a second to process, and you need a second to stay calm. I used to treat silence like a danger. Now I treat that same silence like leverage. Habit number 2 is to slow down to highlight. Speaking fast might make you feel productive, but it doesn't make you persuasive. I used to speed up right when it mattered most: price, close, health, banking, because I wanted to get through it without pushback. But speeding up makes you sound less certain, and less certain makes them actually stall. Instead, slow down when something matters. Instead of, this policy comes with $25,000 in final expense coverage. Like it's a line item, say, this policy comes with $25,000 in final expense coverage. Slowing down actually acts like a highlighter for the ear. It tells your client, listen, this part matters. If you only slow down in 3 spots, do it during the problem, consequence, the decision. You'll feel the whole conversation tighten up. Habit number 3 is to use declarative statements. Ever find yourself rambling? That's usually because your thoughts are still forming while you're talking. I did this constantly early on because I wanted to sound nice, but nice often sounds unsure. A simple fix is declarative statements. Short, clear, punchy statements. Don't say, well, I was just thinking that maybe we could kind of try something. Say, let's put this in place today to protect your family. You can always increase it later. The more direct you are, the more confident you sound. The more confident you sound, the more your prospect trusts you. Clarity creates authority. Authority creates safety. Safety creates decisions. Now let's talk about the tool that carries all of that, your voice. Because in telesales, your voice isn't just how you speak, it's how you lead. Vocal habit number 1, you should always warm up your voice. I used to jump straight on the phones cold. Then I'd wonder why my tone felt flat and my energy dipped halfway through the dial block. Your voice is your most powerful tool, and most agents don't treat it like one. Before you get on the phone, warm it up. It loosens your vocal cords, resets your breathing, and gets you ready to sound professional, not strained. Don't blow your first call just trying to jump on the phone. It's as simple as maybe 2 minutes of humming or reading your opener out loud at half speed. It changes the whole dial block. If you want to sound like a pro, you have to prep like a pro. Vocal habit number 2, breathe through your nose. This one sounds small, but it changes your pace and your composure. When you're not speaking, pay attention to how you breathe. Mouth breathing dries your throat and weakens your tone, and then drains your energy. Nose breathing actually keeps you more hydrated, more steady, and more composed. It keeps you centered when the prospect is emotional, distracted, or pushing back. Calm breathing creates calm tone. Calm tone creates trust. And trust is what gets people to give you the real answers. Vocal habit number 3 is speak with presence. I'm not talking about yelling. I'm talking about volume with purpose. Presence is the difference between asking permission and leading a conversation. Clients associate vocal strength with personal strength. If your voice is weak or hesitant, it undercuts your authority. But when you speak with conviction, even soft-spoken agents become trusted guides. Raise your voice just enough to fill the space, then let your pauses do the heavy lifting. The early me tried to be polite. Current me is calm, clear, and present. It's not louder, it's stronger. Now it's time to get into the mental habits, the ones that actually prevent you from sounding scattered even when you're under pressure. Cognitive habit number 1, finish one thought at a time. A confused buyer never buys, and you confuse buyers when you try to say 5 things at once. The habit is simple. Finish one idea before starting the next one. One point, one sentence, one outcome. You don't sound scattered, you sound certain. When your thoughts are clean, your prospect relaxes. If you ever catch yourself stacking and, you're usually talking from anxiety, not leadership. Cognitive habit number 2, use frameworks to organize your thoughts. Frameworks are how you stay sharp when a call gets messy. This is one that I wish I used from day one. Context, core, connect. Context sets the stage. Based on what you told me about your health and income, core delivers the offer. This fits your budget and locks it in for life. Connect ties it to emotion. This will give your daughter peace of mind knowing she's not left with the burden. That's what selling is. Logic plus emotion delivered cleanly. Frameworks keep you from spiraling. They keep you from over-talking. They keep you leading. Cognitive habit number 3, use analogies to clarify complex ideas. When a client doesn't understand, don't explain harder, explain smarter. Use analogies instead of the cash value accumulates over time and the tax is deferred. Say it's like savings in a bucket that grows quietly in the background when you're covered. You don't get taxed on the growth while it builds. Analogies will turn abstract concepts into familiar ideas. Familiar creates comfort, comfort creates movement, and I used to try to sound smart. Then I realized that simple closes more deals than smart. Now to land this plane with the truth that I wish I learned a lot sooner. Your habits speak louder than your intentions. You can mean well on every call and still sound unsure. The prospect doesn't buy your intentions. They buy the version of you they can hear. And what they hear is your training. If you want a quick way to apply this starting today, do this on your next 10 calls. Pick one habit from each bucket, one delivery habit, one vocal habit, and one cognitive habit. Run these 3 on repeat. Don't try to fix everything at once. You're building a system, not chasing a vibe. And if you really want to make this permanent, record your calls and listen back for one thing only. Where did you start talking faster, talking more, or filling silence? That's where your growth is. Clear communication isn't just about sounding better, it's about serving better. Because when you speak with clarity, confidence, and care, people listen. And when people feel safe, they make decisions. I used to think closing was about saying the perfect thing. Now it's about becoming the kind of communicator people trust without needing to be convinced. Train your habits until your voice sounds like certainty, and your income will start matching it. See you guys in the next one. Subscribe now to be a Fexpert. Do it.